What a fucking night. Oh, yes. My team, and it's my dream. See 'em at the top. The Cowboys are my team, and it's my dream. See 'em at the top. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Saturday Football Review for round two. I repeat, round two of the NRL. And we have witnessed greatness. We saw Golden Point. We saw a team winning Golden Point via a field goal. And we saw a team win with 15 seconds on the clock. Holy shit. It is so good right now to be a rugby league fan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new around here, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. This is the Saturday Football Review. Holy shit. Xavier Coates. What the fuck? That was one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen. The Warriors, they were gone at 18-6. Then they were up. Then they were in front 26-18. And then I thought Melbourne were gone. And then they score a quick try for Pappenhausen with about 3 minutes to go. And then they attempt a 2-point field goal, which is charged down by the Warriors. Melbourne get a new set. They get down the field. They spread the ball to the left-hand side. 15 seconds to go. And Xavier Coates with one of the most ridiculous corner tries I've seen in a while, especially in a match-winning situation like that. Unbelievable. I do feel for the Warriors supporters. As you guys know, on Monday, I did tip the Warriors to win, and they should have won. I should be sitting here right now, 6 from 6 with my tips, but the damn Warriors blew an 8-point lead with 3 to go. You can't blame referees. You can't say you're ripped off. You're just going to have to somehow get over this game quickly and move on to Canberra on Friday night, which is going to be another tough game for the Warriors, obviously in New Zealand. It's good for them having it in New Zealand, but the Raiders are 2-0. They won't be an easy beat. So the Warriors, how much does this hurt them mentally going into next week? Because that's a heartbreaker right there. Holy crap. And as for the Cowboys, well, fuck, we were horrible in that first half. We did well to win. And the Raiders were way too good for the Tigers. But as always, hello to the live chat. We got Lockie. We got Will, Josh, Luke. Holy crap. Jason Reader. The chat is going off. It's good to see a big crowd. Alan, Jim, Hosea, Riley, William Pearson, CJ, Bosky, Viking Axe. Hello to everyone that's watching the review. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello to Phil Plug. He says, can you shout out my younger brother Duke? Hey, shout out to Duke. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, well, that was a wild day, man. The first game was shit, but the other two were very good. 1 second, folks. But wow. Fucking hell, I don't even know where to begin. I feel sorry for the Warriors. I feel sorry for their fans. They travelled from New Zealand to Melbourne and they lost like that. It was fair. It wasn't a bullshit referee decision or anything like that. They had the game won, and they just couldn't defend the last set of the game. It actually kind of reminded me of the It actually gave me a flashback to the Bulldogs Cowboys game last year at a call where they scored on the bell, and then Burton ended up kicking a field goal and going point. And that's what that reminded me of. Just the way the game finished and the chaos was just unbelievable, man. All right, let's get into it. We're going to go back to the first game. And yeah, look, won't spend too long on it. Raiders 32, West Tigers 12. Gee, the Tigers were such a weird, like, they were so strange the way this game went. Like, the Raiders started hot. Like, they were on, man. Denny Levi, Ethan Strange, first two tries. And then there was a penalty goal in there somewhere. It was 14-0 Canberra. And then the Tigers had a good 10-minute period where they were hot. Fainu got a nice try, and then Api Conasau scored. It was 14-12, and the Tigers were coming. And then a couple of late tries in the first half from Jordan Rapana and Xavier Savage, and it was, what was it, 26-12 Raiders at halftime, 24-12. I think it was 24-12. Then there was a late try. Yeah, so 24-12 at halftime, Canberra. And then the Tigers just, their attack wasn't great in the second half. They couldn't score points. A lot of tension in this game as well. A lot of push and shoving. I know John Bateman was involved in a lot of that. I think Bateman versus Hudson Young was a thing for a while there. And then obviously Zach Hoskins scored that try off that kick, which ended up being the icing on the cake, really. And the Raiders end up winning in Canberra. No surprise. 32 points to 12. I did say Canberra by 8, so I was wrong with the margin. But, you know, the Tigers, they probably played good for 20 minutes. And that was probably about it. The Raiders were just too good in the end. I thought the youngster on debut, Galvin, the young half of the Tigers, thought he had a very solid debut. I thought Jareem Bullitt tried hard for the Tigers. Isaiah Papali'i had a fair game. Thought Fanua Pole and Twal were very good. As for the Raiders, I thought Jordan Rapana at fullback was terrific. Savage, great game from him. Tomoko was a handful, man. Ethan Strange had a great game. Fogarty, outstanding. The Raiders' back row were great, man. Hudson Young was good. Hosking had a really good game. Smithies, Tarpany, and Papali were very solid. I thought the Raiders' bench was okay. I thought Pasami Solo and Moretta were good as well. But in the end, Canberra just too good. I'm going to say the player of the game for Raiders Tigers. There's a couple you can choose from. There really is. But I thought Jordan Rapana had a really good game. So I'm going to give Jordan Rapana the player of the match there. Raiders too good for the West Tigers. Moving on to, baby, let's fucking go. 2-0 for the Cowboys. But my God, let me be honest with you. First half, what the hell? We had 10 errors. 10 errors in the first half. That was absolutely shocking. Our first half was one of the worst I've seen in a long time. That was bad. The fact that we were only down 12-0 is crazy. At the first try Adam Elliott scored was because Drinkwater was out of position, and then the second one was just off a short ball, really, from dummy half, which nobody really saw coming. Adam Elliott came to play for the Knights. He was great. But, you know, going into halftime, Newcastle only leading 12-0. Cowboys have had 10 errors. You'd think the margin would be worse than 12, but the Cowboys' defense and the resilient was actually quite good for the most part anyway. So after we get to the second half there and the Cowboys put up a kick and Marju knocks the ball on, and then Kyle Felt with an incredible offload for Chad Townsend, who ends up scoring a try in the corner. What will be 12-6 at that point. And then Kyle Felt scores off a beautiful Scott Drinkwater pass. Good to see Kyle Felt leveling the record. He now needs one more try to be the all-time Cowboys leading try scorer. So hopefully next week at Cogra, Kyle Felt breaks the record. So Newcastle go to 12-10. We missed a kick, unfortunately. And then this next try was one of the luckiest tries I've fucking seen. I think it was Adamelli that kicked it. Then it come off one of our players. It ricocheted. Then there was a kick from, I think it was Gamble, might have been. And then Marju ended up scoring in the corner. Such a frustrating try to concede. That was really annoying, man. That was really annoying. So what do we go to 18-10, I think it was at that point, in favor of the Knights. And then there was a penalty goal later on, which led Newcastle to 20-10. And the Cowboys needed some points, man. And they got down the other end of the field. And finally, Tom Dearden, he just got the ball down there. He reached out. He got the ball down. Tom Dearden scored the try. Newcastle 20, Cowboys 16. Still plenty of time left. Good 15 minutes for us. And then it took us, there was a no try to Valentine Holmes for obstruction from Finny Fuwayaki on Thomas Gamble. Tyson Gamble, I should say. Fuck me, Dad. So it was Newcastle 20, Cowboys 16. And then Chad Townsend puts in a grabber kick for Jeremiah Nanai, who ends up scoring. It is 20-all. We're all thinking Valentine Holmes will kick the goal. We'll go in front by 2. And that'll be all she wrote. But no. Holmes misses the kick just misses the kick, unfortunately. And we're at Golden Point, 20-all. But before Golden Point, Newcastle were about 48 and they were actually going to be in position. But Reece Robson, with a crucial one-on-one tackle, and we get down there, and then the full-time siren's going. Holmes takes a 2-point field goal. Just missed it too. It looked good at first. Just missed it. We get in the Golden Point. Cowboys kick off. Newcastle first set. I think they get about 40 meters. Kick downfield, and then Drinkwater got the set rolling well. Then Kyle Felt, great run. Murray Talangi, great run. By that point, we're at the halfway line. Then I think we get Dearden down the left-hand side. He plays the ball, gets it to Chad Townsend. Townsend goes for the field goal, 15 meters out. And Townsend kicks the field goal. And the Cowboys win 21 points to 20. An unbelievable second half from the Cowboys. 12-0 isn't a big comeback. But when you put all the pieces together, what was broken and what wasn't, I mean, look at it. Newcastle 12-0 at halftime. Cowboys 10 errors. Couldn't catch a ball to save their life. It was a shocking first half. And then Newcastle, the Cowboys to get the margin back to 12-10. And then Newcastle go back out to a 10-point lead, 20-10. Most teams would have just thrown the towel in and given up. But the Cowboys kept fighting all the way to the end. And we got away with one. We got away with one tonight. It wasn't pretty, but fucking massive 2 points. These sort of games, these sort of wins are going to be vital when you get to the back end of the season. You look back on your season, you're like, right, that's a game that we should have won. That's a game we potentially could have won. That was a 50-50. This is the sort of game that you look back on the season. If you make the top 8 by 1 or 2 games, you look at that game and go, right, if we didn't win this game, we might not have made the top 8. And tonight was ugly, man. There isn't a lot to take out of it, but what I will take out of it is the defense was great. The resilience was fantastic. The team effort, everyone kept showing up, working hard for each other. And to all you Jason Taumalolo and Chad Townsend haters out there, Shh. Be quiet, please. They both played well. Taumalolo's stats, I don't think were great, but he's on limited minutes. He ran for 124 meters tonight compared to his 20 last week, whatever it was, 40 meters. And he played 49 minutes. So maybe the media will shut up for another week now with the whole Chad Townsend and Taumalolo criticism. But get that in there. Up the Cowboys. And I just want to say quickly, 95% of the Newcastle Knights supporters actually took the game well and said that they blew it and well done to the Cows. But there was a 5% on Twitter that were whinging and bitching about officials. Let me just say one thing to all the Knight supporters that are angry and upset. Your tears are delicious. They are fucking delicious. Up the fucking Cowboys. 2-0. And I will see you guys in Kogarah next week when we take on the Dragons. And you know what? I'm actually praying that the Dragons win tomorrow. Because if the Dragons win tomorrow, Dragons Cowboys will be 2-0. And I'm telling you, Kogarah, I'm not saying it will sell out, but it'll be a lot more packed than what you would have said 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I hope the Dragons win tomorrow because Dragons Cowboys, massive credit Kogarah. It's what we want to see. But up the fucking Cowboys. My player of the game. Now, look, there wasn't many to choose from because everyone was a bit off their game tonight, but I'm going to give the player of the game to Chad Townsend. Not because of the field goal, but that try he set up for Nanai was very, very important. The try he scored himself was very important. And I just thought overall, Chad Townsend had a really good game. His kicking game was terrific. He ran the ball a few times and looked pretty good. Defended well. So, you know, you could pick Townsend, you could pick Dearden, you could pick Reuben Cotter. But I'm going to say Chad Townsend is my player of the game. But, all right, last game, and we're going to wrap things up. Melbourne Storm stole this game against the Warriors. The poor Warriors, the Wars fans in New Zealand right now would be absolutely losing it. They would be filthy with that loss. Now, Melbourne started brilliantly, man. Warbrick scoring off the kick. Then you had Nick Meaney. You had Dallin Watene-Zelezniak scoring a double. Nick Meaney scoring as well. Melbourne were looking hot. That first 20 minutes of the Melbourne Storm, for the exception of the Dallin Watene-Zelezniak try, Melbourne were hot. They were on, man. They were on. Pappenhausen scoring 2 tries as well. The Jackson Ford try was a little bit controversial, but I think it was the right call. I think that was a try. The Montoya no try, I thought that was a really tough call. The fact that the referee had try on field and then he claimed to have evidence to overturn it, I just find that to be rubbish. That was a rubbish call for me. But look, Melbourne Storm, credit to them. Honestly, you can criticize Melbourne all you like. You can call them this, you can call them that. Full fucking credit to the Melbourne Storm. They were gone, man. They led 18-6. Melbourne looked comfortable. They looked like they were going to run away with the game. The Warriors got back in it through Dallin and Ford and Montoya. The Warriors had a penalty goal. They were leading by 26 points to 18. There was fucking 3 minutes to go. 3 lousy minutes. 90% of teams would not have came back from this. The only 3 teams that would have came back from this were Melbourne and Penrith, and I guess the Cowboys, because I'm biased a little bit there. But, bro, what the hell? What in the hell? Pappenhausen's try, the second one was brilliant. The offload from Eli Katoa was absolutely fantastic. Pappenhausen's so quick through the middle there. That kick from Nick Meaney was very important too. He nailed that. And then, well, Jordan Peasant's 2-point field goal attempt was never going in. He attempted it. It hit the Warriors player, 6 again, charged down. And then they spread the ball left. And Xavier Coates, my God, what a freak. What a absolute freak, man. I can't believe Xavier Coates scored that try in the corner. That was insane, man. And the Melbourne Storm get it done, 30-26. Try of the year so far, 100%. Clutch's try as well. It was a very clutch try. It was a great game of footy. I think it's probably the best game of the year so far. I know a lot of people were keen on Penrith Parramatta last night, and don't get me wrong, Battle of the West was great, but this game had it all. I know people are going to say, oh, that's ridiculous. How can you say it's the game of the year? I think it's the best game of the year so far. I really do. Melbourne versus Warriors. What a classic. One for the ages, man. Xavier Coates. Give that man 1 week worth of free breakfast, free lunch, free dinner. Give him everything you fucking can. The Melbourne Storm teammates should all be given Xavier Coates free stuff for the whole week after that. If he doesn't score that try, the Warriors win. The Warriors had it won. They were about to break the 10-year hoodoo at Amy Park. They were about to do it, but they just unfortunately fell short. So, very unfortunate for the Warriors. I think they'll be fine. I'm expecting the Warriors to win their first game next week against the Raiders, but Raiders are playing well at the moment, so you just never know. But I think the Warriors will be fine. Melbourne, just gutsy effort. Craig Bellamy will probably say in the press conference that they didn't deserve to win, but you take the wins when you can, man. My player of the game from Storm Warriors, it's hard to pick because there was a lot of them, but I'm going to go with Papenhuyzen. Ryan Papenhuyzen is my player of the game in the Storm's 30-26 win over the Warriors. Donation from Michael Green, driver. Great win, North Queensland Cowboys over Newcastle Knights, 21-20. Michael, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. But folks, that is going to wrap up the review. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And yes, I am well aware of a couple of obsessed people on another stream that just won't leave my name out of their mouth. I'm well aware of it. I have seen the messages. I genuinely do not give a shit. At the end of the day, if they're still talking about me, I must be doing something right. So I know who you are. You're in another stream that's very well known. So maybe just keep my name out of your fucking mouth for once and just enjoy fucking life. But ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the review. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Sunday review between Manly and the Roosters and Dolphins Dragons. I'll be live at full time. Anyway, have a good one. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Go the Cowboys. Fuck it. Where's the song? My team and it's my dream. See 'em at the top.